It is September, and I am 7 books behind on my reading challenge. I have read 23 books out of 50 books so far this year. So my goal is 50, and I've only read 27 books. That means I'm 54% of the way through my reading goal. So we are going to, in this video, read 7 books to at least get back on track. I also have 3 more months of this school year. What? I wish. Of this year. So we're gonna see how long this takes me. So right now we are starting on September 8th, and we also are going to see if I can get out of a reading slump, because I've been in some sort of reading slump where books don't really sound the best to read. So let's go ahead and see if we can get out of that. But first, let's go over to my bookshelf and see which books I want to read or pick up. I am reading something on my Kindle, which is on my phone, and it's The Boyfriend by Freida Mcfadden. I've been reading that. I've also been reading another book by Jeneva Rose, and then like other books. I've started a lot of books on that Kindle app. Plus I've started a lot of other books, and I have not like completely read them. So let's see if we can find a book that I really want to read or something, because right now, looking at it, majority of these books are not something I've been looking for to read. So let's just see. My other videos, you know, I have this big one. I also have like this cart, and then I have this one right here where you can see some of. So when I have started, and I don't think I got that far on. Yeah, I don't think I got to chapter 2. Was The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose. This is one of her older ones, but she just like released it, like re-released it. So we have this one. We also have another one, which is Dating It After the End of the World, which I have on my Kindle. And we also have we have a Freida Mcfadden book. Looking at these shelves, honestly, there is nothing I'm truly seeing that I want to read. So I'm kind of leaning towards The Boyfriend by Freida Mcfadden on my Kindle. So I think that's one we are going to pick for this one. And we'll see. I've read only one Freida Mcfadden book, and that's Death Row, and that was like a short like novella novel thing. So we'll see if we like this one. I am like only 6% through it, so I'm gonna go ahead and read that. Question for like thriller horror authors. So there are some things in The Boyfriend, if you've read The Boyfriend, that are something to where no average person would really know this. Now Freida Mcfadden, when you like search this up, like did anyone like how do you, my thing with authors is how do you like search some of these things up, and like when people like would go through them, like they're not gonna go, oh that's kind of weird. Like yes, some people would probably know like, hey, I'm a author, but like that just seems weird. Like how she said, what is it, there's something in here, oh, like I just didn't really know this. I'm guessing this is me, they're the knowledge or whatever, but it's basically she would probably be dead even less than 5 pints, maybe even 3 or 4. It could just imagine the color draining of her face, cheeks, the way her body would go limp. Well, she'd be limp at first, but then she would eventually stiffen. She would wear hairs. I've read all about it. Like, do you not like, I don't know, just weird question. Okay, so I've been reading The Boyfriend by Freida Mcfadden. This is my second Freida Mcfadden book. I read based on one of her like short stories that came out earlier this year, which was Death Row. I really did enjoy it. So now I'm reading The Boyfriend, and I've been enjoying it a lot. I've been enjoying it. It's very fast paced. The chapters are very kind of short, so I do like that. And I'm going to keep on reading. I've been reading it throughout, and honestly, it's really, really good. I've been, enjoying it. I don't know, but we'll see what. I don't know. I have a little theories of a couple things that are going to happen, so we'll see if I'm right on what happens or not. I've made a really good dent in the book, and I'm almost done, which I hope to finish today. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, but the main character, Sydney, is driving me absolutely insane. This guy not only is stalking her, but has been stalking for like a couple months too, and she just refuses to go to the cops about it. Like, what? Why won't you go to the cops? Like, you want this to be done, right? You don't want this person to be stalking you anymore, so why won't you go to the cops? Anyway, that's really annoying. And then, I don't know, she's just very annoying because her friend is finally happy with this guy, but she doesn't want her friend to be happy with this guy. I think there's something wrong there, so. The main character is really annoying. Like, really annoying to me. Just, what? Anyway. also, why has Cindy not realized how creepy it is on the fact that he knows so much about, like, blood and the veins and, like, that stuff? That hasn't sit creepy to anyone. Like, that, like, if I dated a guy and that's all he knew was about blood, and I don't know if I would, yeah, okay. I just finished The Boyfriend by Freida Mcfadden, and it was such an amazing book. Like, anytime I picked that book up, I could not put it down. It was so good. Like, I really did enjoy it. So I enjoyed the book. I do have to say, though, I don't understand why, like, Tom's girlfriend never got, like, weirded out on the fact that only his medical fun facts he knew were about blood. So I don't understand why that wasn't a little, like, that for me, if, like, all my boyfriend, especially if he was a doctor or something, like, if that's all he knew was about blood, I'd be a little concerned. But I read it, I really did enjoy it. Anytime I picked the book up, I could not put it down. Like, I mean, I flew through it. I had to go to lacrosse practice. I said I didn't finish it before lacrosse practice, but I finished it. Also, the twist got me. I did not actually see the twist coming. That also was my very first Freida Mcfadden, like, full book that I read. I did read, I think it's like a short story that she wrote. I don't know if it's out or not because I keep looking at the stores or trying to find the stores and I just don't see it. But it was Death Row, and I did enjoy that one, but it was like a short novella, and this one was like my first full book of Freida Mcfadden. And honestly, I can definitely say I see the hype with her books. Honestly, they're really, really good. So, for the reading challenge, I have now read 28 books. That means I have 6 books left to get back on track. So now we're going to go over to my bookshelves and see what I want to read. I don't know what I'm in the mood for right now. So let's go ahead and see what I'm in the mood for. So let's go over here. I think the book I'm going to pick up is this one. This one is The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose. I really loved her writing and I loved her books that she's written. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick this one up. This one looks like, it doesn't seem like it's a newer release of hers. It does seem like it's something that she wrote a while ago and I think just republished it. I do like a lot of her books. I have read a lot of her books and I do enjoy a lot of her books. I've read the Perfect Marriage series and I definitely would recommend it. I was reading a little bit of The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose, and honestly, I don't know if I like the main character in this because honestly, yes, a lot of us dwell on our past, and the main character's name is Alexis, and I don't see any resemblance because I actually would never do any of the things that she did so far in this book. And I hope that when I do go to college, and if let's say I do not take it seriously, I hope I don't get annoyed with myself. I know I will take it seriously, but she'll say that, watch, and then like a couple years down the road we're gonna go, yeah, no. But anyway, I don't know if I just don't agree with what she's doing in this book, and I don't really like the main character so far in this book. She's also kind of like a brat and kind of very selfish. It's just like all about her and all that stuff. I do think the concept really is cool about this because it seems like she can go back to her younger self and just like tell her not to. Honestly, I would hate to go back to my younger self. I don't know what I would tell my younger self. So in the story, they basically are pretending that they're sisters, okay? You know, but wouldn't that be confusing because both of them are technically named Alexis? And yeah, fine, one goes by Lexi, but it just, isn't that like confusing or something? Okay. So I've been reading this book, The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose, and I am enjoying it. Definitely not normal like what her books are, so I would definitely say don't go into it thinking that's going to be like a thriller. It is some sort of like a mystery, but don't go into it thinking that it's a thriller book. It is really good. I'm enjoying it. Anytime I pick it up, I've been flying through it. I do have to say though, I wish I caught that on camera, but my sister just fell. But anyway, definitely this does remind me if I did ever meet my past self, or if my future self met my now self. So there's that. They both are very annoying, I do have to say, but hey, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. This book really did get me thinking. Now, yes, Alexis did go back to her like college past self, and not like her kid past self. But even then, I don't know if I would want to go back to my past self. I know I would not like it at all. I would just not like it at all. So anyway, I also do see a lot of myself in Alexis and Lexi. I hope that when I do go to college, I'm not a party animal. Like, I hope I go to parties, have fun. I hope I have a balance. I hope I have a work balance where I do go to classes and then I have like a party life, if like a social life. I hope I have that balance, and not be like a total party animal, or just like someone who like studies all the time, which I know I won't. But anyway, I am enjoying this book so far. It is really, really good. And honestly, it is definitely very interesting. Also, I do ever wonder, you know what's also funny though about this book? Actually, never mind. You know what? A fun fact you're gonna learn about me is, yes, my name is Alexis, but I hate when people call me Lexi. And that's like what everyone like calls the college one in like the college version. And this one is Lexi. I always hate being called Lexi. I don't know why, but I have always hated being called Lexi. But anyway, I am, like I said, anyway, I read some of this book, are really good, and I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, yeah. In these like timelines where the person goes back in time, they try to make sure that nobody or their like younger self doesn't see them. Well, it is very interesting because, again, that was like the first thing that happened, and like nothing, or at least we don't know if anything is happening yet, or if I don't know. But it is interesting how they won't tell their parents. Like, why won't you just tell the parents that I'm your daughter from the future? Like, why? Like, yes, no one will believe you, right? And then there'll be like questions and whatever. But why won't you? Because it's just so weird. Like, I mean, it's kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you're all from the same exact. Anyway, that's just one thing that's like about this. I do love this book. I am enjoying it. I do have to say I'm not enjoying it as much as I do like her other books, but it is really good and it is really fast paced. And I just love Jeneva Rose's writing so much. And I will read every single book she has because I love her writing so today I finished The Girl I Was by Jeneva Rose. I really did enjoy this book. I do have to say it's not normally what her books are. So it's like a fiction and not like a mystery thriller. If you've read like any of her other books, I did definitely really enjoy this, and I really do like Jeneva Rose books. I love the ending. It did make me cry just a little bit. I do say the beginning was a little tough to get through, but it also was really fast paced too. I liked that you got both of the POVs. I do wish we got a little bit more of Lexi's POV, but you did get two POVs, and then I like the concept of this book. This book was really, I just really did like it. Anyway, so I finished this one, and now we're gonna go read The Housemaid by Freida Mcfadden. Now, this will be my second Freida Mcfadden book in this video, but I've been seeing this trailer everywhere, and I really just want to read it before the movie comes out. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read The Housemaid by Freida Mcfadden. I also just realized I didn't tell you like how my update. So this is book 3 in a reading blog, and that means I am 5 books behind now. So that's where I am. This is so random, but it smells like Christmas. I know, weird. Okay, I love Christmas, and I can't wait for Christmas. But anyway, here we're reading The Housemaid by Freida Mcfadden. I am only a little bit in, but I am enjoying it. I did read The Boyfriend by her earlier on in this video, but I am really enjoying this one. I like it. So basically it's following Millie and Nina, and yeah, we'll continue on reading soon. I haven't given you guys an update in a while, but here we go. The Housemaid by Freida Mcfadden update. So I'm actually this much in, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm devouring this book so much. I love Freida Mcfadden's writing. It's very fast paced, and I think I really enjoy this book a lot. I'm really enjoying this. There's been so many like twists and turns in here, and it is to me always interesting how Freida Mcfadden writes about characters so the main character you follow is not the best person, but then there's also another character who's kind of worse in a way, and the main character, like, I think it's interesting how she from the 2 books I've read so far, how the characters that she writes about are majority of the characters in her books are always like some sort of criminal. So the main character in here is a criminal and basically went to jail. And then there's another character in here who apparently basically went to a mental asylum or a mental ward or whatever the heck that's called. So basically, why did I lose my train of thought? I lost my train of thought. But I just think it's very interesting that so far from what I've read, those are the types of people she writes about. But anyway, I am enjoying this one a lot. I really, really want to go get the second one of this one, which is The Housemaid's Secrets, I think, after I finish this one. But I don't think I'm able to. I don't think I'll be able to get this. Really sad. I want to get the second one so bad, like, after I read this one, because, like, I know I want to. I think is creepy is how the guy in here likes his wife to dress like his mom, which is really weird. Last night I finished The Housemaid by Freida Mcfadden, and this was such an amazing book. I don't know what it is, but in this video I've read 2 Freida Mcfadden books and I've absolutely loved each and every single one of them. Honestly, I think Freida Mcfadden might be one of my new favorite thriller authors. So I really did like this one. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. I also cannot wait to go see the movie that's going to be coming out in December, and I really want to read the second one. I need to read the second one so much. Like, I need to read the second one. But anyway, that is the 3rd book done in this video, so that means we are at 31 books, and that means we have 4 more books left to go to at least get near to back on track. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense on how we jumped from 28 or from whatever the last one I said to 31, but some of those were books that I actually read for like school or other things that just weren't counting for this video. So there was basically books that just weren't counting for this video. Anyway, that's just the explanation. So if there's a lot of confusing parts, that's because I didn't count. There's some books that weren't counted for this video. And also this video, after basically this clips, gets very chaotic on what the book I want to read. So basically, I don't know, just stay tuned. So, I think I'm going to go back into my Kindle and read Dating After the End of the World by Jeneva Rose. It's one of her newer releases, and I'm really excited to read it. I've read a little bit of it. I'm 6 pages through, or not 6 pages through, I'm 6% of the way through. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. It is really fun. I do like Jeneva Rose's books. Again, this one does seem a little different than her other ones. There's still some mystery, but it's like sci-fi kind of romance. So I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it as much as I do like the other ones, but I cannot wait to read it because, again, it's by Jeneva Rose, and I love Jeneva Rose so much. Yeah, one thing I'm not enjoying about this book is, okay, what's going on, is how one of the guy's characters, like, girlfriends, keep calling him Pookie. It's getting really annoying, and it's kind of cringing me out. Okay, this video is basically chaotic, all over the place, a lot longer than I thought it would. But right now I am currently reading The Housemaid Secrets, Dating at the End of the World. I don't know, like, I'm liking that one, but it's just not one of my favorites. I don't know if I'm going to DNF it yet, or what. I don't think I'm going to DNF it, but whatever. And then I'm also, hold on. Okay, then I'm also reading this book as well, The Crash by Freida Mcfadden. So I've been reading a lot of Freida Mcfadden books in this video. I don't know, but this one I'm currently reading, I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what we read. So in the last one that I read, so The Housemaid, I liked Millie, or at least like I didn't have like any, I was indifferent about Millie, but now I don't really like Millie at all. I just think, I don't know, I think she should come clean to her boyfriend on her past. And just kind of, I don't know, I don't really care for Millie right now. I'm not liking Millie right now. It is so good. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not caring for Millie. So I have a theory. What if it's the boyfriend that's, like what if it's Millie's boyfriend Brooke or whatever, that is basically, maybe telling Douglas some things? What if it's him? I don't know. Now I'm liking no one except for Douglas in this book. Every single person in this book, I don't know, they're not likable. Okay, last night we finished book 4 in this video, and that is The Housemaid Secrets. I basically just binged this book. I basically read it in one sitting. Technically I didn't, but I basically started on page 88 and then I just read the entire way through. Loved this book. I definitely say this one I didn't like as much as the first one, but I still enjoyed this one. I didn't like the characters as much as I did in the first one. Like, I don't like Millie in this one. I don't really care. I didn't care for anyone except for the guy that was murdered in here, and I felt really bad for him. Or the 2 guys that were murdered in here, I felt really bad for. But anyway, I do love this. I love Freida Mcfadden books. I cannot wait to read any more of her books. I also want to read the third one in the series. And I think there is one that's like a short story, and I want to read. So I want to read those, but I absolutely love this book. So I love it. Anyway. So on Audible, I've been listening to How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive. I know, a very long title. I've been enjoying it. I think 12 chapters in or something like that. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I love the concept of it. I love the fact that this camera captured this, like, he's trying to capture not fake horror, but real horror. I like that. And then we're also going to start the Summer in the City by Alex Astor. I think this one she wrote some sort of fantasy series, but we're going to go ahead and read this one. This one's going to be like my first book from her, and I haven't really heard that much about this one, so we're just going to read it and we're going to see what happens. So like I said, this reading vlog is all over the mess. I'm like just reading so many different books, but I am like reading The Crash by Freida Mcfadden, and I want to know if this is true. So this person, Polly, was cutting up onions and she put on a candle, and apparently the candle, so I'm just gonna read this sentence. If you light a candle before you chop onions, it burns off the toxins in your eyes. Don't water. Is that true? With the fact that this person is very weird, wouldn't this give the police some sort of clue on something is happening? Or is that just me? Or is that what I would do as a police? Like, if something was like, if she wasn't allowing her husband to talk to the police, wouldn't that give you some sort of clue on something isn't right here? As I last spoke to you, I was reading the summer romance one. So I actually decided not to read that. I was in the mood for that. But I decided to pick up another Freida Mcfadden book, The Crash. Now, I've read so many of her books in this video. I did really enjoy this one. I like this one. This one definitely gets a lot of mixed reviews, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good book. Anyway, so they're my favorite by Freida Mcfadden. The ones that I've read would either be The Boyfriend or The Housemaid. I really like that. I also really did like this one. So anyway, this is what I read, and I finished this book basically in one sitting. All of her books I've pretty much read in one sitting. Like, I'll get to around like 80-ish pages and then read the rest of it. So that's this one. And this one was number 6. So that means I have one more book left, which was ended up finishing by today. So I didn't really mention this, but if you go to my bookstagram, which I'll have a link in the description below, I talk about how I was listening to this. So listening to How to Make a Horror Movie and Survive by, I forget the author's name, or like, I forget the author's names, but here it is on the screen. Anyway, I did enjoy it. It was, again, definitely a different concept than I've ever read. I like the concept of the fact that it's a horror movie, like, that it's like a camera that captured this very big disaster, and that if you basically use it, bad things happen. I really enjoy it. I also like that there was a lot of talk about Hollywood and the horror industry. So if you really like horror, I definitely recommend this one. This one was a really good one. Really good book. So anyway, I listened to that on Audible. And that means that was book 7. And that means I am done with this video. This video did take me a while than I expected to film, but you know what, that's okay. So I am now finally back on track on my reading goal for Goodreads to get to 50. I actually haven't even said which one I'm at yet. 1 minute. Let me actually say which books, how many books I have read so far this year, because I don't remember. Of course, there's no internet. Okay. So far this year, I've read 35 books. So I still have around 15 more books to go to at least finish this goal, but I at least have caught up to where I need to be to at least finish it. So I've caught up. I'm on track now. And yeah, so that's it for today's video, guys. And enjoy it. If you guys have a good night, good day, wherever you are, and good bye.